In my 5 years of painting furniture, I've adopted many different brushstroke techniques. Using one of these techniques for your piece of furniture will help it stand out among the rest. This first technique is called cross-hatching. It's going to give your piece of furniture a really nice linen look, especially after you put a brown glaze over the top of it, and I'll show you that a little bit later. So for this one, the first stroke needs to be either up and down or side to side, and you need to let the paint dry in between both of these strokes. So I'm just going to start going up and down. Okay, after that dries, I'll go back over it with some fresh paint in the opposite direction. This technique is called stippling. It's going to give your paint a lot of peaks and valleys and just create a lot of dimension on your piece. If you're going for a smoother finish with the chalk paint, try feathering the paint. Feathering is going to smooth out most of the brush strokes. So with very light pressure, keep your brush angled up and barely go over the paint to smooth out those heavy strokes. That is the feathering technique. I like to use this on large flat surfaces such as sides of dressers. The next technique is called dry brushing. This is going to give the piece of furniture a lot of dimension using the existing finish. It's going to show a lot of that existing finish through the paint because you're barely going to be using any paint at all. To dry brush, dip the paintbrush barely in the paint, wipe it off a little bit, let it dry, hence dry brushing. And then with a medium amount of pressure, just start lightly brushing the paint on. This next technique is going to give you the ability to play with two colors at the same time. You can either do this over an existing wood finish or a previously painted piece. It's called a wash, and it's going to give you a veil of color over your existing finish. So what you need to do with this is mix your paint with some water to dilute it a lot. I already have some water in this jar. Spill action. And I'm just going to use my paintbrush to mix it up. Usually when I use this technique, I'm doing it over an existing color. Most often it's to achieve like a barnwood look. So you could do an off-white over a gray paint to give you that barnwood effect. You could do it with any color you want though. Okay, so this is pretty thin. You also need a paper towel, a shop towel, or a lint-free cloth. Apply the wash pretty generously with your brush. And then take your cloth and wipe it off. And it's going to leave this really nice veil of color over your entire piece if you choose to do that. And that's the wash. Okay. The first layer of the crosshatch technique is dry now. The next step is to go in the opposite direction with the same color of paint. If you have any questions about these techniques or suggestions of your own, please leave me a comment. Also, if you're into furniture painting and home decor DIY, please subscribe to my channel. You can follow my store on Facebook at Love True Furniture or on Instagram at True Furniture Store. Hopefully you liked this video enough to click the like button or share this video with someone who's just getting into furniture painting. Have a great day.